But Morara Kebaso has been an activist, has been a very controversial. You know, after losing the student president's seat, he took the post of the opposition leader. I have known Morara Kebaso for a very long time, since we were in campus in the university, Kenyatta University. I remember in the year 2015, when in the campus election, Morara Kebaso, being a first year then, he appeared to be a controversial guy, a controversial student who tried to vie for the position of the student president while at Kenyatta University, and he was so vibrant. He was so vibrant. He was I can say he was more of an activist student who wanted to be a student leader. Now, being a first year and going straight to vie for the president, for the student's presidency, that is USA, it's something which needed a lot of courage from him. And from then he has had a lot of issues. He had a lot of issues with the university management, and as you can see, just the other day he cleared some air where someone said that he didn't complete the university education after being suspended. You know, his activism way didn't sound well with the university, which led to his temporary suspension. And I don't know if he went back to finish, but Morara Kebaso has been an activist, has been a very controversial. You know, after losing the student president's seat, he took the post of the opposition leader. So he had gone for the overall presidency, and by then I remember he vied against there is a guy who was called Were. He vied against a guy who was there was a guy by Douglas Shamala, Sidi Nadoli. Those were the key. We can call them the elites, because most of them were in third year and fourth year. But this guy was just a first year, and he gave them a stiff competition. You could not that could not match his years at the campus. You see, when we were in the campus, Morara Kebaso did a very rigorous campaign. It was a flashy campaign. The way he ran his campaign, he marketed his campaign. In fact, this campaign looked more rich financially than any other competitor. So that only showed that Morara Kebaso had funds. Like right now, you can see he's driving a Land Cruiser, and managing a Land Cruiser and owning one shows that you have to be a person of your own means. So this shows that this guy is well connected. So it's either Morara Kebaso has a group or a wealthy group of people who are funding him, but we also know he's a guy who is running business. You know, when we were in campus, Morara Kebaso used to sell yogurt. Morara Kebaso used to sell eggs. Morara Kebaso ran a club, we can say a liquor joint. So, and now he's also doing furniture workshops across the region. So he is a person who is well connected. And also, lastly, you know, Morara Kebaso comes from a family of elites. We talk of his great grandfather George Morara. We talk of his uncle, who was an MP for the first senator of Kisii, and then his uncle, who was an MP for only who was assassinated, or who died under unclear circumstances. So he is a person who either comes from a family which is wealthy. Also, he's running his own business, but right now he has a lot of well-wishers who are funding him